What occurs when the quest for success is clouded by loss? A-Reece's evocative track Big Love from his mixtape Kill the King explores themes of grief, ambition, and the bittersweet nature of achievement. The song reflects on his journey, particularly the absence of his father, whose guidance he valued. Through poignant lyrics and a reflective tone, A-Reece addresses the challenges of fame while mourning his father. Let's delve into the lyrics to uncover the emotional depth behind this powerful track.
Yeah. You told me be patient, one day you gon' make it. Yeah. When I finally did, your angel had to come and take you. Nothing was the same, now I'm everybody's favorite. Now they know my name, now I got my own label. Would've meant more if you were still around for sure, but I guess I gotta just accept. Wish you peace as you rest, no more living with regrets. The Lord knows I was in a mess when you left.
The chorus opens with a memory of encouragement. You told me be patient, one day you gonna make it. This line sets a nostalgic tone, evoking feelings of longing for his father, someone who believed in him. The subsequent line, when I finally did, your angel had to come and take you, introduces a stark contrast between achievement and loss. A-Reece captures the irony that just as he reaches a significant milestone in his career, he loses his father, someone pivotal to his journey. The phrase, nothing was the same, signifies how deeply this loss has affected him. It's not just about personal grief, it's about how that absence has altered his reality. The line, now I'm everybody's favorite, suggests that his success has garnered public recognition, but it feels hollow without him by his side. The mention of now I got my own label reflects his entrepreneurial spirit and ambition, yet it also underscores the bittersweet nature of his achievement, success that comes at a cost. Reece expresses regret over not being able to share his success with his father. Would have meant more if you were still around for sure. This sentiment encapsulates the core theme of the song, the idea that success feels incomplete without loved ones to celebrate it with. He acknowledges the necessity of acceptance, but I guess I gotta just accept. This line reflects a mature understanding of grief. While he wishes things were different, he recognizes that acceptance is part of healing. The wish for peace, wish you peace as you rest, conveys love and respect for the departed, while highlighting his own struggle with unresolved feelings. The phrase, no more living with regrets, suggests a turning point for A-Reece. He's determined to move forward rather than dwell on what could have been. He admits to being in turmoil. The Lord knows I was in a mess when you left, revealing how deeply this loss impacted his mental state.
Got me feeling like I'm a shadow of my former self. Feeling like I should be reaching out for help. I know that you in heaven, but this grief is really putting me through hell, and I'm really hoping nobody can tell. Yeah, for real.
The post-chorus delves into A-Reece's emotional turmoil following this loss. He describes himself as a shadow of my former self, indicating that grief has significantly altered his identity and sense of self-worth. This metaphor highlights how deeply personal loss can affect one's mental health and overall outlook on life. The line, feeling like I should be reaching out for help, reveals vulnerability and an acknowledgement that he may not be coping as well as he should. It speaks to a common struggle many face when dealing with grief, the feeling that one must remain strong while internally battling overwhelming emotions. Reece poignantly states, I know that you're in heaven, but this grief is really putting me through hell. This juxtaposition emphasizes the conflict between knowing a loved one is at peace and feeling consumed by sorrow. The final line, and I'm really hoping nobody can tell, captures the isolation often felt in grief. He wishes to maintain appearances while struggling internally.
So I wrote this on your birthday, 4 years later, and I miss you in the worst way. When I look into the mirror, all I see is your face. Thinking about you most days, I know that with God's grace, you made it through the tall gates, and now you in a calm place. Don't know where it is, I know it's far away. Before you know it, I just fell into a dark phase. Just like that, I put my mental health in harm's way.
In this verse, A-Reece reveals that he wrote this song on his father's birthday, a poignant detail that adds emotional weight to the lyrics. The phrase, 4 years later, and I miss you in the worst way, highlights how time does not necessarily heal all wounds. Rather, it can amplify feelings of absence. In the song Hustler's Prayer featuring 25K, A-Reece revealed that his father passed away in 2020 because of COVID. He continues by stating, "When I look into the mirror, all I see is your face," which suggests that memories are so vivid they haunt him daily. This line illustrates how intertwined their lives were. Even in moments meant for self-reflection, he is reminded of his presence. Reece shares how thoughts of his father occupy his mind frequently, thinking about you most days. This repetition emphasizes how grief can become an all-consuming experience. The mention of God's grace introduces a spiritual dimension to his mourning process. He finds solace in believing that his loved one has found peace, made it through the toll gates. The imagery of toll gates symbolizes life's challenges and obstacles, suggesting that they have successfully navigated these trials. However, A-Reece admits uncertainty about where they are now. "I know it's far away," indicating both physical distance and emotional separation. A-Reece candidly admits to falling into a dark phase, illustrating how quickly grief can lead to emotional turmoil. This acknowledgement serves as a reminder of how easily one can slip into despair after losing someone close. The phrase, "put my mental health in harm's way," highlights an important aspect of grieving. Neglecting oneself during difficult times can exacerbate mental health issues. A-Reece's honesty about this struggle underscores the importance of seeking help and prioritizing mental well-being during periods of intense grief.
Didn't know how to handle it, so I crashed. Realized that I took for granted the time I had. Even though you made mistakes, you were trying the best you can. But instead of understanding, I would rather wash my hands, cause I was in a rush to be a man. So many questions I haven't asked. Stuck with these memories from the past. Feeling like I don't know who I am. Feeling like nobody understands. Right.
In these lines, A-Reece reflects on his inability to cope with loss effectively. "Didn't know how to handle it, so I crashed." This metaphor conveys feelings of defeat and helplessness, common experiences during intense grief. He follows up with an important realization. "Realize that I took for granted the time I had." This line speaks volumes about regret. Many people find themselves wishing they had appreciated their time together more fully once faced with loss. Reece acknowledges imperfections in both him and his father. "Even though you made mistakes, you were trying your best." This recognition reflects maturity. He understands that everyone has flaws, yet appreciates their intentions. However, he also admits to having distanced himself during critical moments. "I would rather wash my hands." This metaphor indicates avoidance, choosing not to engage fully due to personal struggles or impatience. "I was in a rush to be a man." This admission reveals vulnerability and introspection regarding their relationship. A-Reece expresses regret over unresolved questions. "So many questions I haven't asked." This sentiment resonates deeply within anyone who has experienced loss. Often we wish we could go back and have those conversations we never got around to. The phrase, "stuck with these memories from the past," emphasizes how memories can become both cherished treasures and burdensome reminders, a duality often felt by those grieving. In these lines, A-Reece conveys feelings of identity crisis stemming from grief, feeling like "I don't know who I am." Losing someone significant can lead individuals to question their own identity and purpose. He follows up with skepticism about others' understanding, feeling like nobody understands. This sentiment captures isolation often felt during mourning. Even when surrounded by people who care, it can be difficult for others to fully grasp what someone is going through.
Until I see you again, I know you watching over me and want me to win. Yeah. Letting go of what was, no matter what, it's always one love. Yeah.
A-Reece concludes this verse by expressing hope for reunion. "Until I see you again." This line encapsulates longing while also suggesting faith in an afterlife or eventual reconnection. His belief that his father is watching over him, "I know you're watching over me," provides comfort amidst pain. The final line, "no matter what, it's always one love," reinforces enduring affection despite physical absence. It signifies resilience. Love transcends even death.
You told me be patient, one day you gon' make it. Yeah. When I finally did, your angel had to come and take you. Nothing was the same, now I'm everybody's favorite. Now they know my name, now I got my own label. Would've meant more if you were still around for sure, but I guess I gotta just accept, wish you peace as you rest. No more living with regrets. The Lord knows I was in a mess when you left.
The reprise of the chorus emphasizes recurring themes throughout Big Love. A-Reece reiterates how intertwined success is with loss. The bittersweet nature remains palpable as he reflects again upon achieving recognition without being able to share it with his father.
Got me feeling like I'm a shadow of my former self. Feeling like I should be reaching out for help. I know that you in heaven, but this grief is really putting me through hell. And I'm really hoping nobody can tell.
The repetition reinforces A-Reece's emotional state. He continues grappling with identity loss because of grief while acknowledging vulnerability, should be reaching out for help. His desire for privacy amidst pain resonates universally among those coping silently. Big Love by A-Reece is an emotionally charged exploration of grief intertwined with ambition. Through poignant lyrics filled with nostalgia and reflection, A-Reece navigates complex emotions surrounding loss while celebrating personal growth. His ability to articulate such raw feelings makes this track relatable not only within hip-hop, but across various experiences. This song serves as both tribute and testament, a reminder that success often comes at profound costs, but carries forward legacies through love.